Hi you guys, so today we're going to make something fun that I've been wanting to make for a while. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take these little ties for our journals and make like scrappy ties. I've been seeing these on the internet and I thought we have to make one. All right, so let's get started. The first thing I did was I took some muslin. Now this is just a scrap of muslin that I had in my stash, and I just tore a strip of it off. And then I decided I wanted to just see how long do I need it to go around a journal. And so I just took a journal and then wrapped it around the journal like this. And I thought, well, if it was really full, I'm going to give it a little bit extra. So this is what I came up with. This is how I came up with the length of the strip of muslin that we're going to work with. All right, so then I have a couple of these strips that I tore, and I had one that I ended up piecing together. I just wanted to show you this so that I could make a third one, you know, because I had like not quite enough for a whole other one, but I didn't want to waste it. So I just sewed it together like right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just make my third one just over the top of this seam, with this seam on the inside with the scraps over the top of it. And I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. We'll just do that scrappy one first. When I made the seam, I'm going to put this part right here, the sewn part, on the outside. So I'm going to flip it over this way and I'm going to start working on the scrappy tie with this on the inside. I'm just going to take this, I'm going to put one on the end, just a little piece. Now I made all these scraps. I'm going to put one of these scraps, I made like little piles and everything that I tore, that I cut, and then I'm just going to go ahead and clip it with these little clips that I have. I have a bowl of these little sewing clips that I use for sewing and journaling and everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and just randomly pick scraps and attach them, and then just keep going. Maybe not super random, but you get it. So I will catch back up with you once I've put a whole bunch of these on my muslin strip. Okay, so I'm at the point where I hit that part where we sewed the two together, and I'm just going to go ahead and pick something and put it over the top of that piece that we pieced together, just like that. I think I'm going to do something that's a little bit wider. All right, I'll catch back up with you when I get done with this strip. Okay, so this is what it's ending up looking like before I sew it. So I've got all my little scraps kind of overlapping, and then I'm going to go ahead and sew it. So I'm going to go ahead and get my sewing machine. Let me move this out of the way, but this is kind of what it looks like. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just sew 2 or 3 rows. Okay, so when I got to the end of the row, I'm just going to turn it and then go back up the other side. Okay, so this is how it turned out. It's just a little scrappy tie for our journal. Okay, I ended up just throwing a few extra rows of stitching in there just to make it a little more scrappy looking and to hold down any pieces that were not fully held down. And that's how it turned out. I love how it turned out. Okay, so I just wanted to pop back in and show you a quicker way to do this. I did my second one like this and I was like, maybe I should be doing this. So I went ahead and just added the pieces like this without clipping them in. I just started my sewing in the very center, like right here down the center. I'm going to sew 3 strips. I went ahead and just added the pieces just like this. And then I just went ahead and went and did a couple of stitches over, and then just went ahead and sewed. And then I just went to the other end and then sewed the third strip like this. That was super quick and super easy to make another one. So this is how this one turned out. I really love it. It's so cute. Let me go ahead and get a journal to tie it onto. Actually, I'll get that same one that I was working with earlier. Of course, you'll take all the extra strings and everything off of it. But look at that. Oh my gosh, that was so quick and easy. Another one. I love it. Look at that one. That's so cute. All right, you guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.